What's up, apes? Lady apes, gentlemen apes, this is Ape Andy. This is Taipei City. Sunset. Okay. Have to wear a face mask outdoors. However, there are no people around me, so I could take it off without violating social distancing. So, sharing individual thoughts. We're not collective groups. Okay. Now, in the last video, I mentioned July 14th as the day of the NFT launch, the crypto token of GME. Now, I also mentioned the July 16th, big option day. Yes, it's a big option day. But, Ape Andy, are you saying that these are the dates for the MOASS? No. July 14th is the GameStop NFT launch, crypto token launch. That is not the MOASS launch date. It's indirectly maybe connected, but it's not the MOASS date. And July 16th, option call date, big day for options, because there are so many puts, so many calls. Is that a MOASS date? Nope. Okay, because MOASS, I don't give dates, I don't give price predictions, because I don't want to get hopes up, okay? Because hopes up, then if you disappoint, you might give up on your beloved memes, donk. And no, right, so I had a long talk with my good friend, his call sign on Twitter. I want to give thanks to him, shout out to him for telling me all these thoughts and information. His call sign on Twitter is Kids Triangle. Kids as in K-I-D as children, triangle as in triangle, three sides triangle, okay. And he says, Andy, don't worry about it, because the NFT crypto token is due out. Okay, so it could be for GameStop's buying games, selling games, video games. It could be for another bigger thing altogether. That is imaginary scenario. Well, maybe not imaginary. It's all laid out. The groundworks are all laid out in the prospectus, the previous one, where they issued, GameStop issued 5 million shares offering. The groundworks are already laid out in there, okay, for the company to issue crypto dividend. But it hasn't been announced yet, so we'll have to wait and see if that is the play for GME. Now, imagine if it is a crypto dividend, then they're making NFT for, they're already making what? They're buying Ethereum. It's built on Ethereum blockchain, and then attaching Gamecoin to it. And so there may be 80 million Gamecoins, one for each share. But the SHF, the shorting hedge funds, they shorted way over. Yes, most likely. SI numbers has a very, very, very conservative estimation of GameStop shares being shorted 250%. Okay. Now, most likely that is the case. That is a conservative figure. So if GameStop announces crypto dividend, the borrower of the shares cannot write a check in lieu of for the shareholder. That works only for cash dividend. It cannot work for crypto dividend. So who has the crypto dividend? Only GameStop. So GameStop goes to DTC and says, I've got crypto dividend. Please give them to the shareholders. I have 80 million Gamecoins. I have 80 million shares. So DTC would have to issue the dividend for all the shareholders, except, remember, it was short at 250% by very conservative estimation. So, all the shares would have to be recalled. That means the short sellers would have to buy back and buy back and buy back and buy back and buy back the shares. That would be a super short squeeze, which we call the mother of all short squeezes. MOASS, MOASS. Okay. If that happens, if GameStop really issue crypto dividend, which most likely is the case according to the groundwork's being laid out in the prospectus, then that is what is going to happen. That is why we keep saying MOASS is when, not if. Okay, now that said, we all know that. Many apes are talking about crypto dividend already, okay? So, reverse psychology. Now, if the shorting hedge fund, SHF, if they know that this NFT is for crypto dividend, why would they keep shorting? Why would they keep going down that path? Because it's a dead end, right? MOASS is inevitable. Then why keep shorting? You're just creating more short positions that you need to cover during the MOASS. So why do they keep shorting? Don't they know? Why does only Ape know about NFT and the possibility of crypto dividend? Why don't the SHF know? Here's my good friend Kit's Triango's take, and I most likely agree with him. I'm not saying any hedge funds. Okay, let's go back to the imaginary scenario once again. Let's say Ape Andy is a SHF. And I know that GameStop is doing a crypto dividend. And I have to keep shorting. Why? Why keep shorting? It's inevitable, the MOASS. Because of NFT, crypto dividend. I have to keep shorting. To buy time. Time for what? Time to hide my assets in other places. Cayman? Virgin Islands? Bermuda? I don't know. But I have to buy time, okay? Imaginary scenario. This is a big place where the SHF reside, the wealthy, okay, the elites. It's called the Bastille, big castle. That's the French word for castle, Bastille. It's a true place, okay? July 14th is Bastille Day. And let's imagine a place called Bastille where the SHF resides. And you know the peasants are coming for you. You know the common people are coming for you. Coming for you, the 1%, the 1% elites, okay? And then you tell your guards, hold them off, hold the peasants off, hold the common people off. Why? Buy time, buy time. Time for what? To move my treasures out of Bastille, to move my treasures out of Bastille and hide in places that the common people and the peasants cannot touch or don't know. That is why. The inevitable is the inevitable. That's the MOASS. But you have to buy time to hide your treasures elsewhere, so that when the inevitable comes, your treasures are safe elsewhere. The peasants and the common people, they can loot and they could burn the Bastille house down, whatever. Fine. You have Bastille. You can loot it, what's left in it. But I have my treasures elsewhere. I have my Meissen porcelain elsewhere. You cannot touch, okay? You don't know where. That's the reason for the SHF to keep shorting, to buy time. To buy time. To hold off the inevitable as long as they can. There's a purpose to that. To hide the asset under management elsewhere. Okay? Right. Does that make sense? Makes sense. These are not investment advice. These are not financial advice. These are just theories, okay? So, see, most likely RC had the preliminary vote count in April, and the figure says, wow, I have way, way more shareholders than the number of shares of this company. So, Ryan Cohen would have talked to the DTCC or SEC people. And that is probably why, a theory still, that so many rules were passed to regulate, to protect the DTCC and the regulatory bodies, to restrain the bad actors. Rules are passed. When? Starting just now, May and June, right? So why are the rules passed now? Because the inevitable is coming. Right. Shorts are shorting still to buy time, even though they know it's inevitable. Okay. To buy time. To do what they have to do. Move assets, hide them. And the regulatory bodies are passing rules. Remember? One of them says major disruptive events, market disruptive events. Okay. So the SHF knows it's inevitable. The regulatory bodies knows it's inevitable. And I'm just sharing my individual thoughts that it is inevitable, the mother of all short squeeze. Okay. So hold on to your shares. But again, I could tell you the dying beast will do all it can to put the price down, to make you think that there will be no MOASS, because the logic is, if there's MOASS, then why is the price still going down now? Why are you still giving retail investors discounts? I just told you why, right? I just explained to you why. To buy time. Why are there so many rules passed just now? To prepare for the market disruptive event. Those are the three words written in black and white in one of the new rules. I believe it was the DTCC Rule 011. Okay, so MOASS is inevitable. MOASS may be imminent. No timelines. Okay? MOASS doesn't happen overnight. Okay? So, yeah. Bastille Day, July 14th. Big Options Day, July 16th. See, one more thing. My good friend Thomas, he has a very plausible theory about why the FTD psychos didn't happen. I believe him, and I agree with him. His theory goes this way. The FTD psychos in June 24th and June 25th, which was supposed to happen, didn't happen because I was telling my good friend Thomas that it could have been because of the 5 million shares offerings. Well, that could be part of it. That the SHF bought many of the share offerings and therefore kick the can down the road. That may be it, but my friend Thomas has a better theory. Quite a real one. In fact, could be the real one. The real explanation is that DTCC Rule 005, which fixes the loophole of the FTDs, it has been posted, it has been filed, but it's not in effect yet. It has yet to be approved and enacted. So it's filed there, sitting there on the website, but it's not in the SEC registry yet, so it's not in effect yet. But the retail think it's in effect. So under that circumstances, if you sweep all the FTDs, every cycle, every set of FTD into options to hide it. But hey, wait, Ape Andy, isn't that what the TCC Rule 005 fixes? Yes, exactly. But remember I said it's posted but not in effect yet? So SHF are doing, let's do this. Let's sweep all the FTDs under the options, okay? Put options, buy options, call options, okay? They hide it all under options, all. July 16th, maybe even January 2021, okay? Because if you check those two option dates, July 16th, 2021 and January 2022, those two option dates are huge, humongous. Okay, so all the FTDs are swept under the options, the call options, hidden there, ITM, deep ITMs, okay. And there are deep OTM puts there too, okay? You could check it yourself, it's open data. So that's why I believe Thomas's theory could be a real one, could be the real situation. All the FTDs are hidden inside options because the retail people, the apes, think, the DTCC Rule 005 is posted. So the retail think it's effective. But then still, the FTD cycle spikes didn't happen. Okay, so while the retail thinks DTCC Rule 005 is effective, let's sweep all the FTDs into options. And then the retail will be disappointed. Oh, the rules didn't work. Boo-hoo, the rules didn't work. No. The rules have yet to be enacted. The rules have to yet to be enacted into effect. So this is, in other words, Ape Andy, are you saying that this is the one last chance they could kick the can down the road? So they bundle all the FTDs, all the little cans, into one huge can, one huge barrel. Then they kick the barrel, roll the barrel. Yeah? They kick the can down the road. They kick the barrel down the road. They move the barrel down the road, okay? And made you think that the DTCC Rule 005 is in place. But it's not in effect yet, waiting to be in effect. That's the truth. You can check that. So the whole trick is to disappoint the retail. Disappoint the retail. If you're disappointed, if the retail is disappointed, I'm not talking about you, okay? You make your own individual decisions. We're not collective groups. If the retail is disappointed, then the retail sell and go home. You sell, once you sell, they cover their shares. They cover their short positions, okay? Is that clicking? You get my point, right? So, be strong, apes. The strategy applies still, buy and hold. Okay, I'm speaking for myself. You make your own individual decisions. Again, my opinion, personal opinion, MOASS is inevitable. MOASS is imminent. It's only when. It is never if. Okay, something big is brewing because many rules are passed. Many in fact. So be strong, apes. Ape Andy loves both AMC and GME.